Hey, Justin. How's it
Hey,
going? Welcome to the Gig Life. How are you?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely.
For those of you who are watching, this is Justin Jordan. He owns a clothing company and it is called Rich, right? Like RICH.
Correct.
Oh, very, very cool. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Um, what I do with my company is pretty much I can create clothing, whether it's sweatpants or a t-shirt, pretty much put my brand on anything. The reason why I went with the word rich is because it's not necessarily in English, it's in Arabic.
Wow, what?
Yes. So it took me a long time to find the word or a foreign word that I really, really like, and it stuck out to me. And Arabic writing is so unique.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful. So when I wear my rich clothing, like literally people stop me everywhere and they want to know, do I know what my shirt mean? And I do because I created it.
So what does it mean? Do you mind telling us?
In Arabic, one word can mean multiple things.
Okay.
So you have to find the right meaning.
Okay.
And with this particular rich, it means wealthy, rich in life, rich in money. So this is the reason why I chose that rich. But rich can
Wow.
mean anything in Arabic. So you just gotta make sure you get the right meaning.
That's so creative of you. How
Yeah.
very cool. That's awesome.
Thank
If there was one thing that would be your favorite about, owning a clothing company, what would it be?
Being able to imagine something in my head and being able to just go in the back in my house and create it.
Yeah. Okay. That would be my favorite part
Whether
too.
it's like, say if I want to wear an outfit that has yellow in it, I can't find a yellow anything online, so I can just go in the back and create something with my brand or my logo in yellow, and then I can wear that today. So I really like being able to think of something and being able to just create it.
Yeah, that I would love that. I sounds like a lot of fun. Does it take you a lot to think of something and then execute on it, or is the process really hard?
It took me a long time when I first started because with t-shirts you have to understand that you can't do a lot of things on black shirts that you could do on white shirts. You have to understand the material that you're going to use. Are you going to use vinyl? Are you going to use screen printing? Do you need multiple colors? Is it going to be a picture or is it just going to be words? So once you figure out all of that and you have the tools and you have the software, it's very important to have software that you need to create your shirts. But once you have all of that together, then it's perfect. It's easy. It's a piece of cake.
What is the software that you might recommend for those who are trying to start the same gig as you?
Well, right now, I'm actually looking into screen printing software right now. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it.
No, that's fine. Research is important.
Exactly. It's a new software for me, so I'm just getting into it, learning it. But usually the cutters that I bought for vinyl comes with softwares.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just use the software that came with the hardware that I bought.
Got it. So if there was one thing that might be really challenging or something that you don't like about your gig, what would it be?
Custom orders.
Oh.
Anytime someone has a custom order, it's great because you can help them out with completing that look that they want. But it's also difficult for me because I'll have to sit down and literally recreate what this person wants, right?
Yeah.
And my vision of what my clothing line would be, it would be like you get to walk in the store and you get to choose what I already created, not come to me and say, okay, I want to see this in yellow or blue or whatever. It's like you get to choose what I have already created.
Right. Well, yeah, that would be challenging, especially level setting expectations, right? So there's different types of creative, and what my creative is, and my type of blue that I want might be very different than your
Correct.
creative, and what type of blue that you want.
Yeah.
So if there was one piece of advice that you could offer for someone really trying and really struggling to start their own clothing company, what would you advise them to do?
I would advise them before you start investing in creating this business and research. Do your research. It took me a long time to research on what kind of machines I needed, what material can I print on, what can and cannot do with the devices that I have. So it's very important to understand what kind of t-shirts you want to make. Are you just going to be making clip art? wording?
Right.
Do you need a printer that prints pictures, not a cutter that cuts vinyl? So it's very important that you understand what kind of market that you want to get into before you get into it. That way you can start investing in the things that you really need
Right.
to make you better.
That's
and not
awesome
waste money.
advice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're not about wasting money here at the Gig Life.
Absolutely not.
We, everyone's
We're
trying
all
to get
about
their
making
start.
money, right?
That's right. We're about making money. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And,
Absolutely.
is there a place where other Gig Life fans can find your work, a website, or is it in the making, or?
It's in the making. I had a website before, but it was very challenging because it was only me. And that's another
Right.
thing.
It's
Make
a
sure
lot of
you have
management.
help.
Yeah.
Because it was only me. I was the creator of the clothes. I had to update my website. I ran my website. I shipped the clothes out to the people who was ordering. And it was very hard. It was very hard to do everything by myself. So always have help. Doesn't matter who it is, your mom, your auntie, your cousin, your friend,
everyone
your best
involved.
friend, just somebody to help you along the way to make it an easier process. Because if you can make it an easier process getting started, then you won't try to find a reason to stop.
Right.
You'll continue.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the Gig Life, and we look forward to seeing what kind of awesome clothes you create in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.